Hi, welcome to Hardy Classics. Oh, it's a cold Saturday morning. Got a cup of tea. Been up since 6. Out for a walk. Brought a couple of cars back last night. In the rain. We got stuck in traffic for 15-hour journey yesterday, I think it was. So if anybody thinks it's easy, try it yourselves. Have a go. Had a really busy start to March. Really busy. And it looks like we're going to have a busy end. We've got loads of new cars coming, loads of projects. And I'll just talk you through them. And one of these cars new to our stock is the Mg Midget. It's a 1972 car. It's the desirable round wheel arch model, and it's fitted with a 1275 engine. And we've just done a walk around video on the whole car, so if you want to watch that one, it's available on our YouTube channel. Oh, a bit warmer in here. Oh, right, moving on into the workshops. Tell you what's been happening. We got this Morris Cowley. We took this Morris Cowley in. As you can see, it's not in a pretty state. The car looked $1 million. To be fair, when we got it, and it started, it hasn't got a key, or I said beats the key like they always say. I'm just going to put this cup down. Started immediately, basically, really good starter. But we noticed the oil was getting discoloured. We suspected cylinder head problems, cracks in the block, whatever. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we're pulling the engine out. We found a couple of cracks in it. We'll get them repaired and we'll get it rebuilt. It's not just as easy as what people think. They think, oh, you buy your car and you put it up for sale and you make thousands and thousands of pounds, because it's not the case. We're not just classic car dealers, we're enthusiasts. And I don't want to sell anybody anything that's not right. You know, you can't win them all. You can't keep everybody happy. But it's nice, you know, if you find a problem, to either say to somebody, look, this car's got a problem, it's this price, or, you know, we've bought the car and we've repaired it and it's this price. So it's always nice just to be honest and tell people what's happening. But this car, like I say, when it's repaired, it'll be a lovely little thing, and pre-war car, and it won't be a lot of money. Good investment. Right, we'll go a bit further. I think we've got something else in here a minute. Put some lights on. Light, camera, action. Ooh. Oh. Right, moving in the paint shop. Ooh, yeah. We've got this lovely little Riley special. Again, I don't know a lot about it. We haven't done anything to it. We just bought it. Just want to show you the engine on this, because I think this engine will be something. I think it's a 1500cc twin cam. So it'll be a racy little thing. Twin SU carburetors. We believe the last owner spent something like 30 or 40,000 pounds on the car, actually building it and putting it together, sort of thing. So I've no idea what it runs like, starts, drives. I've no idea. You'll have to go through the workshops, but it will make a lovely car. Look at the styling of it. It's very much Bentley-ish, with those little aero screens and the big headlights. But yeah, watch this space for the Riley special. Oh, let's move into showroom. Oh, I wish that someone was there. It's freezing in here. Right. Oh, Tr3a. Yeah, this is sold. We have the bonnet up because we like to. I'll show you the engine on this. Quite a nice thing. We like to keep the batteries topped up. We put isolators on, but we have a battery reconditioner. The bane of my life is batteries, car batteries. Yeah, so this is basically sold. We're going to store it for the guy for a couple of months. It's going down to Hereford. He's a farmer. Is it Hereford? Hartford. He's a farmer down there. Talked to him on the phone. Sounds a lovely guy. Moving over the back corner there, we've still got the Viva van, the Bedford HA van. Again, we sold that at the beginning of the year. Guy paid for it. Asked if we could keep it for a couple of months. It's not a problem. We can do that if somebody says something they really like. We haven't got a massive place here, but we have got a little storage unit. We can move them into the storage unit, and we can store them there till they're ready to be picked up, collected, or dropped off. Datsun 280. I didn't think this car would hang around for long. Absolutely stunning car. Sold it to a guy in Glasgow, and the car actually came from Glasgow, and it's going back to Scotland. He's coming down on Monday. To Durham train station. We'll pick him up from the train station. We're about 6 miles from Durham train station, so it's another thing we do. If you want to buy a car, if you can only get the train, if you get yourself to a train station 6 miles from us, we'll come and pick you up, bring you here, take you back. If you don't buy the car, you don't buy the car. You know, hey ho. Same with an airport. We've got Newcastle or Teesside Airport, 15, 20 mile away from here. Pick it from the airport. We've done that 2 or 3 times. It's not a problem. But that's where we are at the minute. So a couple of spaces in the showroom, we'll sharp fill them. So one of these cars that will be filling that space in the showroom is this lovely little Toyota MR2. It's a Mark III one-owner car with genuine, well, we believe genuine, 16,000 miles. Again, there's another walk around video available for this car on YouTube. So coming in on the truck and now off the truck is the little 1929 Morris Minor. Another one just arrived is the little Morris Minor. Lovely little car, isn't it? 1929, one of the first branded minor cars by Morris. Very much like an Austin 7 in its look. Very, very much like an Austin 7, to be fair. And this particular car, I believe, was a van at one stage in its life. I'm not sure. That's what I got told. Like I say, they say it's one of 200 bodied cars with this particular body on. Again, I'm not an expert. If I'm wrong, you know, somebody come along and say, you know, it's this, it's that, it's the other. We only learn by people telling us things. Morris Minor was also known as a Cami because of the overhead cam engine. And we'll have a quick little look at this. We'll do a video on it later. But there's a little engine in it, little overhead cam engine. Looks like it's got an SU carb on there. Nice and tidy, starts and runs okay. Inside, quick one inside. Nice and tidy in there. The Morris Cowley badge on there. And this particular model has a sunroof. The whole front of this comes off and folds back. Nice little project for somebody for the summer coming on. You'll catch this one later in one of the videos. As you know, it's not just cars and motorcycles that we buy and sell. We also buy and sell petroleum, Automobilia, like this pump. We took this pump in part exchange off a car. Anybody out there, if you've got pumps, globes, signs, a collection of anything like that, and you want to use them as a deposit or full payment, we can come to a deal on cars or motorcycles. We're willing to do that. This will be coming on the website soon. It's lovely. You could restore it, or would you want to restore it? Because you couldn't restore that, what they call patina, back into it. What do you think? I really rate this car. I really, really rate this car. I'm not going to go into it too much detail because we're going to do a little video about this car. Obviously, we'll do the walk around before we sell it. But look at this car. Look at it. For all the size of it, it is just a lovely, lovely little car. For me, it looks like a mini Rolls-Royce 2025, something like that. Obviously, it's not. It's a 1929 Morris Cowley flat rad, 1500 petrol. And what a lovely car. And somebody has spent a fortune on this car. I don't want to go into detail about it, but I want to whip around this side and show you inside. Stick your head through there. Have a look at that. Look at this seats. Look at the interior. The wood cappings and the headlining, like brand new. Absolutely lovely. And the thing is with this little car, I keep saying little car, little car. It is a little car. It's like somebody's got a limousine, a laundrette or a big car and shrunk it in size. So it'll fit in a normal garage. So if you had a normal garage, you could fit this in. If you had a big, I say a Rolls Royce 2025 or a big Austin or something like that, you wouldn't get it in, but this car you would. And it's lovely. And look at the back. Look at the room in the back. Look at that. That car's quality. Absolute quality. So there you go. There's a few cars we've just picked up. We've bought a few more today, and there's a few more to come. So the next one we've just took off the trailer is an early Austin Healey. It's obviously a Frogeye Sprite by the headlights. It's a 1960 Healey. I don't want to go into too much depth, but it's an early car. A lady's had it for 26 years. Condition-wise, it's okay. It's solid enough. Solid underneath, but it's been undersealed. Paintwork, there's bits of blebbing and blistering all over it. Personally speaking, I would get the bits of paintwork blown in for the summer and then decide what I was going to do with it in the winter. I'd probably strip this one down and restore them because these cars at the minute are on the rise. A few years ago, you could get a good one of these for about £12,000–13,000. Now for a good one, the £25,000 to £27,000. I saw one go through an auction recently. We'll be making a video about the car, but it's a good starter British sports car. Another part of the job, and not particularly a part I like, is parting with the vehicles. Obviously we can't keep them all, but the veteran vehicles I have a little soft spot for, because of the rarity and the unusual. Obviously vehicles, you never see them, and this one here you will never see it again. So there we have, we've sold this. It's an 1898 Phebus being the Greek god, French car. It's actually a two-seater. The seats in here. We've done a video about the little car, little walk around, but I'll show you quickly. So it's a two-seater, conventional steering wheel, conventional foot pedals ish. So by that I mean you have a foot accelerator and a brake of some sorts, which is actually a transmission brake, but not your main brake. So it's basically a normal car style, sitting in a chair, steering wheel. Round the back we've got a little Datsun, 2¼ horsepower or 2.5, I'm not sure. Air-cooled engine. In the past this engine has been water-cooled, with a water-cooled cylinder head fitted and the tank in there, but at some stage in its life that was a conversion. So it originally would have started as air-cooled, went to water-cooled, and now it's back as air-cooled. Lovely little reliable engine. It's sat in the museum for a year. We've pulled it out, we've fired it up, it runs, it starts, and it's now off. Not too far away from here actually. It's going to a new home. I don't want to say where it is, but a lovely guy, lovely old guy, really knowledgeable guy in old Morris's, Austin's, proper enthusiast, and he's going to use it like it should be used. He's not going to restore it, he's going to recommission it and use it, like I say, like it should be used. Well, another one that didn't hang around long, the little Datsun 100A, sold to a close friend of mine and a guy that we're organising the classic car show together with in June, so keep an eye out for that. And for his little car, because that'll be on display, the Datsun 100A. And another one that didn't hang around very long, and I'm not surprised really. What an investment piece. Early Range Rovers, good news. And a great car for the next owner. Speaking of great cars, look at this, the Humber Super Snipe. Loaded and on its way to Czechoslovakia. We seem to be selling quite a few pre-war cars abroad. I don't know whether they've got the inside information on them or what, but a lot of them seem to be going abroad.
6 in the morning, been up since 5. Off down Essex today. Probably a 12-hour trip there and back. Got a couple of things to do. We've got this lovely little single amount on the back to drop off for a nice gentleman down in Romford in Essex. We've got a petrol pump and a couple of bits of petroleum armour to pick up, and we've also got a call on the way back to Cambridge to see a guy about a collection of cars. Them stuff.
So do you like delivering the cars?
Yeah, obviously I like meeting people. I like meeting new customers and potential customers, and it's always good to get out. It's sometimes can be a long day. I mean, today, say we set off at 6:45 or something. It's now 8:45. We're down Newark way. Sun's shining. Roads are pretty clear, so I quite like to deliver the cars. Wouldn't do it every day, but out once in a year, once in a blue moon, once a week or twice a week or whatever. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Another one coming off the trailer to its new home, the little single man special. Nice ride out. Probably the fastest this car's ever gone on in its whole lifetime, I would think. And this car went to a nice guy, lovely chap actually, whose principal occupation is putting these cars in films. So that's what he does for a living. What a way to make a living. So keep an eye out on films for this car. Last but not least, who could forget this Cortina? What a car. What an absolute stunning car. 16,000 miles, got to be the best Cortina estate in England. And that's me sticking my nose out. But I've got to say, buy new to buy better. What a car. Well, that's the roundup video. We did one in the end of winter, and we were supposed to do one the end of spring. But I've done this one in between because we've been really busy and I wanted to show everybody what we've been up to. The one thing I haven't showed you what I've been up to is in the Automobilia collection, and I'm going to show you now. And there you go. And if that means anything to you, you know where it is. So if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you need to get out more. Bye-bye now.